Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
You'll be surprised why Hillary Clinton is so happy that Matt Lauer sexually harassed women. While most people are saddened to find out that a man sexually harassed women, this was not the case with Hillary Clinton and her followers after NBC's Matt Lauer was fired. According to Hillary's staff members, NBC and the media was really nice to Trump, but horrible to her because she is a woman. Now, according to Hillary's staff, this is a huge victory. Peter Daou, Hillary's former aide, wrote the following: Matt Lauer was fired today. One by one, we're finding out the true character of the male journalists who treated Hillary Clinton, and her voters, with seething disdain. I don't think Hillary is gloating, because she's not that person, and none of this is good for America. But I think she's smiling at how fate is playing out. #Flynn, #Mueller, #Trump Russia, tweeted Daou. Another former Hillary aide, and president of the Center for American Progress, Tamblyn, wrote another person whose interview with Trump was ridiculously soft and interview with Hillary was incredibly tough, Matt Lauer. What kind of world does Hillary Clinton live in to believe that the media is hard on her but easy on Trump? She most likely knows that isn't true. But she is doing what she does best, lie. However, hundreds of Hillary fans agreed with Tamblyn's tweet. That Lauer interview with Hillary was so unfair and unprofessional that I was yelling at my TV halfway through. He reeked of misogyny, wrote one user in response. Jimmy Kimmel and Roy Moore agreed to fight each other one-on-one. America's conscience Jimmy Kimmel decided to attack Roy Moore's Christianity because of the accusations against him. One of Kimmel's employees went to Moore's church and screamed at him. But the whole town says you did it. The entire town? All the girls are lying? Screamed Tony Barbieri, a friend of Kimmel. Roy Moore responded in a way that Kimmel wasn't expecting. At Jimmy Kimmel, if you want to mock our Christian values, come down here to Alabama and do it man to man, tweeted Moore. Last night, Jimmy Kimmel sent one of his goons to disrupt an Alabama worship service as a comedy prop. For years, Kimmel hosted a show that exploited women and encouraged sexual impropriety. He and the rest of the entertainment industry look down their noses at our evangelical values while using their own pulpit to encourage the very behavior purveyed by monsters like Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey, said Moore's advisor Brett Doster. Jimmy Kimmel responded. Sounds great, Troy, let me know when you get some Christian values and I'll be there. He tweeted. But then Kimmel addressed it on his show. Maybe when you say, come down to Alabama and we'll do it man to man, maybe that means you're challenging me to a fight, which is kind of what it sounds like, said Kimmel. And if you are, I accept, by the way. I accept that invitation. There is no one I would love to fight more than you. I will put my Christian values aside, just for you and for that fight, said Kimmel. Right after the NFL kneeled, NASCAR owners got up and did something huge for the president. Everyone across almost all of the major sports hit back at President Trump after he started a fight with the NFL on Friday. Everyone, that is, except for NASCAR. Instead of following MLB, NFL, and NBA, the NASCAR owners all decided to stand together and say that kneeling is never okay during the national anthem. For instance, team owner and legendary driver Richard Petty let the media know he didn't think Trump's solution of firing went far enough. Anybody that don't stand up for that ought to be out of the country. Period. If they don't appreciate where they're at, what got them where they're at? The United States. Many of the other owners agreed that the kneelers should not be tolerated, although they didn't seem to share Petty's enthusiasm for total expulsion from the country. When team owner Richard Childress was asked what he would do if one of his employees kneeled for the anthem, responded. Get your ride on a Greyhound bus when the national anthem is over. I told them anyone who works for me should respect the country we live in. So many people have gave their lives for it. This is America. One thing is very clear from all these different owners. Anthem kneelers should be punished in some way by the organization since it is very disrespectful towards our fallen heroes. In America, protesting and free speech are right guaranteed by our amazing Constitution. Still, that does not mean we should put up with people choosing the anthem of all things to kneel during. Shame on them, and share this if you all agree. As teammates hid in lockers, this Steelers player did something stunning during national anthem. This former Army Ranger Alejandro Villanueva was the only Steeler to come out for the national anthem on Sunday. He stood in the tunnel while the rest of the team hid in the locker room. You can watch the inspiring video below. Villanueva stood with his hand over his heart and sang with pride during the national anthem. The 28-year-old Army Ranger served 3 tours in Afghanistan. Mike Tamblyn, these are very divisive times for our country, and for us as a football team it's about us remaining solid. We're not going to be divided by anything said by anyone. I told our players, if you feel the need to do anything, I'm going to be supportive of that. As Americans you have that right. But whatever we do, we're going to do 100%, we're going to do together. We're not going to let divisive times or divisive individuals affect our agenda. Share this if you think that it's time that these overpaid NFL players respect our flag. Let's send them a message by getting this everywhere. Seconds after the Patriots kneeled to anthem, their fans hit them back with massive surprise. To be honest with you all, it really was no surprise today when players across the NFL kneeled during the national anthem today. It was sad but expected. We are not here to talk about the whole NFL. This is about what the fans in the crowd did seconds after the New England Patriots kneeled. Right before the anthem started, half of the team took a knee on the sidelines. Moments later, boos erupted from the crowd before everyone started chanting "Stand up!" in unison. Ouch! Luckily for those players, the people of yelling shut up fast when the anthem started. After all, they respect what it stands for. The anthem is an ode to the people over generations who have given their lives for our great country's survival. Maybe those Patriots should take a hint from their fans and choose a different time to kneel, or just lock arms like the other half the team did. Otherwise, it could be time for a name change. Let's not forget that the NFL does have some blame here. After all, they still refuse to accept all the research that shows their players are getting their heads beaten to the point where they suffer severe mental issues. So the players have that handicap, but what's Roger Goodell's excuse? Anyways, help us get this shared everywhere to show the league that fans will not put up with their shenanigans, and also that these players have real issues that need addressing, and Roger Goodell is not the man to do it. Obama expresses seething anger toward climate deniers in his Asian Shadow President tour. Shortly after President Trump's tour around Asia, Obama decided to take one of his own. He is meeting with world leaders just weeks after President Trump did, and he is giving speeches. People are furious about this. The Daily Wire wrote that Obama was trying to act as a shadow president. Obama's most recent stop was India, where he scolded people who do not believe in climate change. It's hard to have a conversation if somebody says, "Well, climate change is a hoax," said Obama at a summit in New Delhi. "I don't know what to do with that. If you're saying it's a hoax, then there's no way for us to bridge our differences in a constructive way," said Obama. "I could have a discussion with somebody who says, okay, yeah, there is climate change, but it is more important to alleviate poverty and get electricity to people, so we should use coal, it is cheaper," Obama said. "I have trouble with a conversation with somebody that says the climate is not changing. that becomes almost like a theological argument. It just has to do with somebody has decided this is what I believe as opposed to looking at evidence and facts and the process of reasoning that signifies things like the scientific revolution, said Obama. Obama also referenced a pause in American leadership, and he referenced the Paris Accord. It's an agreement, even though we have a little bit of a pause in American leadership, that is giving our children a fighting chance, said Obama. Actress Amber Tamblyn says all men deserve to feel afraid, disoriented and discounted. More and more, Hollywood and the liberal media has expressed their absolute hatred toward white people, men, conservatives and Christians. In the wake of all the sexual assault allegations in Hollywood, the media and Congress famous actress Amber Tamblyn wrote an op-ed for the New York Times called "I'm Not Ready for the Redemption of Men." In the article she dismisses the idea that innocent men can be accused, and the idea that due process is important. Not everyone in my industry is in support of how quickly things are moving. There's a lot of collateral damage dread, a cloud of unease that has covered the industry lately with talk of potentially harmful side effects of such decisive actions. What if an innocent man is falsely accused? What if the repercussion doesn't fit the crime? Whatever happened to innocent until proved guilty? She writes. After explaining that those things aren't important, she claims that men deserve to feel afraid, disoriented, and discounted. They want us to leave poor Al Franken and his harmless grabbing alone. I've heard several male friends talk about text chains they are on with other men only. They describe it as a safe space to talk about how they feel in this moment. They feel afraid, disoriented and discounted. And I understand their need for such comfort and security. I am a woman. I know nothing other than needing such comfort and security, for my entire life. We're in the midst of a reckoning. It's what toxic masculinity's own medicine tastes like, she wrote.